Hello everyone, this is Jessica from HeroBot platform, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create a user input flow with the custom fields, and that can be used for providing different capabilities and unlimited features to grab a user's information and either use it for later on for booking, ordering, collecting user interests, and many more applications that it can be collected either through your Facebook page, or it could be used on your website where you have your chatbot activated. So let's dive into this. We're going to select the user input flow and create a new flow campaign. For the purpose of this video, I have my HeroBot dental office, so it makes sense that I would basically, if you have a dental office, to create a user input flow, let's say for someone who, or those who are interested to book an appointment. So we're going to be calling this booking test. Over here on the right side, you have predefined fields instead of custom fields that kind of used are their use is common, like the email of the user, phone. It could be a text. It could be number. They can provide URL, or they can upload a file or image. They can select the date, upload a video, or also select the date and the time. Also, we have the ability to create a multiple choice question. So I'm going to be using a combination of these guys over here, and you'll see how they work. The beauty of having these predefined fields is that give you the ability to verify that make sure that the information they provided is already in the correct format. Hence, they're not providing email and when you're asking about their phone or vice versa. So for a purpose of booking an appointment, first thing would be to ask them for their full name. So please provide your full name. This could be first name, comma, last name. Okay, over here we can make sure it's text and also add a custom field called full name. This way, this field is, click enter. This way, this field is added as a variable, and then it can be called up later on, either within this flow or any postbacks that you'll set up related to this user input flow. Click on the gear icons, and then let's go back to our list of questions. Now, as a multiple choice question, you can ask them whether or not they have insurance for the services they require. So, do you have insurance coverage for services required? So the answers could be yes, could be no, or don't know. Okay, and we can call this insurance coverage. Enter and go out. One other thing is that you want to ask them, it would be their phone number. So let's grab their contact info. Please provide your phone number if different from one shown below. So what happens here is that once you select the phone, as Facebook already collects email and the phone number from its users, and if they allow it to be shown to whoever they interact with, you can select or check off attach phone quick reply, and if they have it added to their profile, once this question is shown, their phone number will also pop below, and they can have a choice either to select that, or if not, they can enter another phone number. So over here we can call it phone user, enter take off. And another email address, which I'm going to be using the same question for that. Okay, same thing over here, you can check it off and call it email user, enter and check off. Last thing you can add is a date time, so ask them what their preference is, your preferred time and date of visit, and we can call it date time, enter, and that's pretty much it. Now, so you've asked them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 set of information, and because this is a chat window, which is sometimes in a small window that is popped out down here, you want to basically show them what they've already entered, so that if there is something incorrect, you give them a chance to correct it. So over here we have a feature called final reply, and either we can go and create it in the postback manager, or we can add it over here. So I'm going to go through adding it here, and I'm going to call it booking final reply user. Okay, I'm gonna be, so here's a quick overview of all the variables that we have collected from, we're going to be basically collecting from the user. I'm going to copy them and paste them in a notepad so that I can easily call them up and copy paste them into my final postback. So this is a text. I'm going to enable the delay by 2 seconds, so we can say something in a sense that, thank you for providing your information, please review what you have entered. So their full name, from the variable that we already have, we can have their full name, phone number, we have the phone user, email address, we have the variable called email user, we have date and time, preference, okay, and so we have the date and time variable, and last but not least is insurance coverage. And that we have over here. Okay. So now, if let's say they look at that and say, they find that there is an issue, so you want to give them another chance to basically correct that. So over here, we can have a text or a text with buttons, and we're going to enable this for 2 seconds and give them a chance to say whether or not their information entered is correct. So, is the information shown correct? And you give them an option yes, and we can have a postback created for that. So this is a postback that they would receive once they say, yes, my information is correct. So I'm going to just call it information for booking correct. I'm going to enable this. I'm going to put it 1 second this time. And I'm just going to give them a quick smiley face over here with a thumbs up. Submit this. Okay, so we have the yes answer postback created. Now, what if it's a no? So if it is a no, you would want to have a postback that triggers this user input flow basically to trigger again. So for that, we need to create a postback. So we're going to go ahead and add. And we're going to call it postback. Sorry, we're going to call it actually booking trigger. Now I can call it booking answer or information no, but because this booking trigger will also be used somewhere else, and which I will show you in a second, then that's easier. So now, because we have not yet saved this user input flow, we cannot trigger the flow that we're just creating. So right now, I'm just going to call it, I'm going to just say trigger to be set, and then I'll kind of come back and then call up the user input that I just created. So we submit. So remember, booking a trigger, we have to go back to postback manager and correct it once the user input is finalized. And the other way, or turn away roundabout around this, is to you can open up another tab and set that up, or do that ahead of time and then come back here to have the user input response for no added. Okay, so we submit this part, close, and we submit our user input. Okay, so we have a booking test. So now let's go to our postback manager and correct the booking trigger. And here we are, and we have this updated. Okay, so that creates a flow that is used for booking. It has its own final reply, and it has a postback trigger created. Now, how to have how can we make sure that the user will see the option for booking? So how can we make sure that the trigger is shown to them? For that, we have two options. Either we can go to basically over here in a bot reply setting and create a bot reply triggered by a keyword, and the keyword could be booking, appointment, visit, help. But that way you're only limiting the keyword that they basically depending this on the keyword that the user will be putting in, and so that kind of can limit the chances of you getting the information required. One other way is to basically link it to your get started template, and this way, so I already have a template for the get started that after the user clicks on get started, they'll get a text with buttons chat, which gives them location or the phone number if they click on them. I can have another one and call it booking. And this will be linked to the postback trigger for the booking that we just went ahead and edited. So we'll update that. Okay, now let's go and make sure that this works. Okay, so let's go ahead and test our get started setting that we just did. So here we go. Hi Jessica, let us know how we can help you. I'm gonna go ahead and select booking. I'm gonna say Jessica test, for example. Nope, there is no coverage. I'm gonna put a random number here. And select the date time. I'm gonna go ahead and select the time in future. Submit, close. And now you can see that it gives you an overview of what was provided by me. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, let's say I'll see that the email is not correct. If I say no, the cycle is triggered again and I am prompted to basically provide my information once more. Hopefully you can use this video and create your own user input flow for your HeroBot chat, and if there is any questions or comments, please make sure to provide there under my video, and hope you found this video useful. Thank you and have a great day.